My name is David Alube from the Eldoret National Polytechnic. We are here in Nakuru at Grand Winston Hotel to train under the KCB Foundation. We are undergoing entrepreneurship training, and we are quite privileged to be a team of 20 trainers who will be incorporated in a program that will be running to train the entrepreneurs from Uasin Gishu. As an institution, we are very grateful to KCB Foundation. We are grateful to our trainers who are coming from Elimu Hub, and we have gained so much. With me here, I have some trainers and the coordinator who has been coordinating all the Eldoret National Polytechnic programs with KCB. Kindly, let me ask Mr. Chepkangor to say something.
Thank you. As you've heard, my name is David Chepkangor. I'm the coordinator to this project, and as he has said, we are doing entrepreneurship training where we want to do capacity building to trainers from Eldoret National Polytechnic so that we are able to implement a project that we've been doing with KCB Foundation, where we are going to provide training services to KCB Foundation. We shall be training 1,095 MSMEs in North Rift from various branches. And I want to say that we've been in partnership with KCB Foundation for a long time in other projects. In this particular project, it's important to note that there has been an outcry, mostly when you look at the statistics, that so many businesses have not been doing very well. And we have the statistics that about 75% of the entrepreneurs or startup businesses fail, and they don't see the second year from the time they have been established. And so we've come in handy so that capacity building is done to us so that we are able to train and try to support these MSMEs so that they can thrive in terms of starting businesses, generating a viable business plan. And those are some of the modules that we are being trained on. We want to see how to assist existing businesses so that they can improve. And even those businesses that are doing well, we are planning so that we support them so that they can expand. Because this is very important. When you look at the employment rates in Kenya, generally employment rates are very low. And we believe that through this training and through our participation with other stakeholders, in terms of supporting the MSMEs, we shall be creating a lot of employment. We are thinking of, if, for example, we train 1 million MSMEs, and these 1 million MSMEs employs about 5 different people. So 5, including the entrepreneur himself, those are 6 million. You multiply 6 million times probably 10, maybe in the next 5 or 10 years. Those will be very huge people getting into employment. And so we want to appreciate and want to thank KCB Foundation for supporting us in this venture and giving us the chance so that we are able to do the training. As an institution, we are also privileged, being the only TVET institution to do this capacity building. We know all our trainers, of course, have the capacity in terms of training, but the approach here is very different because we are looking at SIYB model, whereby the trainers will be ILO certified, which is very important certification to us. As an institution, we believe that we shall have the capacity to support entrepreneurs. When we talk of entrepreneurial incorporation in terms of incorporating into our training, we need to understand that everything that we do culminates into a business. If you are an engineer in civil engineering, for example, when you do something, you will be doing something with an intention of making some profit or creating some employment. If you are in the field of mechanical, for example, everything that we do, so we incorporate the entrepreneurship aspect so that even our trainers, when they graduate, they have that ability to generate an idea, come up with a viable idea, come up with a business plan, and be able to thrive in business so that they can create what you call self-employment without necessarily depending on employment from others. The main problem that we have with most graduates currently is that they graduate without the basic skills in terms of creating their own employment. And the model here is for you to succeed in starting or running any business, you must get it right from the word go. And so this is very critical because we are training these people on very specific areas using a specific model approved by the ILO, whereby we assist them to develop a business idea that is viable. They are able to develop a business plan considering all the factors in terms of market research and all the other factors that are required, so that when they start this business, the chances of succeeding is increased. So we are sure that with this introduction of MSME training, we are sure that the trainees will have the competencies required to start, run, and improve their businesses successfully. I want to call upon other institutions and other stakeholders to come and partner with us, because we've seen the need of training and retraining our trainees, including our trainers, so that we deliver the correct content in terms of how to run a successful business. It is very important. The practical aspect of this is very important. So I want to call upon all the other stakeholders who have the capacity to support us in terms of giving out this training. My parting shot is, what are you doing as an individual to alleviate this kind of unemployment that we have in Kenya? There is a very big difference. The one who has graduated with the entrepreneurship skills plus now the technical aspect will be able to incorporate the technical skills that he has gained into an entrepreneur. He will convert those skills into business. And these businesses will run in terms of he will create employment for himself and create employment for others. There is a big difference. The one who doesn't have the entrepreneurship skills definitely will just be waiting for employment or to be employed by others. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Doris Koech, and I'm a trainer at the Eldoret National Polytechnic. It's a privilege to be part of the SIYB program. It's been a good experience going through this kind of training, an international recognized training, whereby actually from the different skills that we were learning, we were able to do some very serious case studies. And even in the case studies, we went further, whereby we had a game. And a game was able to simulate or actually to reflect the real life scenarios. That is what is happening in the real world, and especially when it comes to marketing. So from that game, we were able to learn a lot of things, that is in terms of the way you, as a business person or as an entrepreneur, you are supposed to carry out your costing, your marketing, record keeping, and those are most of the things most people in business, they don't do it. So it is a good a way that we've learned, and we can actually disseminate this knowledge to other entrepreneurs so that they can be able to manage their business well, and at the end of it all, appreciate the fact that they are employers and they become also people who create employment to others. So what we are saying is, it is possible to run a business in Kenya as long as you've gotten the right ideas, as long as you've gotten the right guidance. And this training of SIYB, the way we've been capacity built, we are able now to disseminate the knowledge to our trainees and even to the larger community in our country. As long as you reach out to the Eldoret National Polytechnic, we can work in collaboration, in partnership with you, and capacity build all your entrepreneurs from whichever capacity that you want us to do it. At the moment, we always have the entrepreneurship as a unit, but what we really need is to put more emphasis and to make it even more practical, by maybe coming up now with a program like whereby we have a game at the end of it all, so that the trainees themselves can interact with the real world in that class. And actually through that game of SIYB, people can be able to appreciate the fact that the real world is not very easy. You need to have your things right. You need to have all the records that you need, all the information. So what we are saying is, as much as you are doing maybe chemical engineering, you have a skill with you. But how do you put it into the market? So as much as people are training to be engineers, or let's say medical doctors, everything, entrepreneurship skills are very key. At the end of the day, you become self-employed. Yeah.
My name is Irene Luyali from the Eldoret National Polytechnic. I'm one of the SIYB trainee. Then thereafter, I'll become a trainer. The first thing we did, we learned about how to generate your business ideas. We looked at other factors that can help you to generate your business idea. And we in conclusion, we say that for you to have a business idea, you must make sure that that business idea is viable and bankable. whereby you can use that idea even to borrow a loan from a bank. Yeah. Another thing we learned also, I also learned about improve your business. After before improving, after you have an idea, you start your business. How you can start your business, how to develop your business plan, then how to improve your business. Then thereafter, we have also learned about how to expand your business. Meaning that before you expand your business, you must have a good, viable business idea that is bankable. Then you start that business. Then you should have plans on how to improve your business and thereafter expand your business. So to me, the experience was very nice because we had very interactive trainers. Even apart from being a trainer, as a SIYB trainer, also this training is going to help me a lot when delivering content to my students at the Eldoret National Polytechnic.
This program is taking entrepreneurship to another level. As trainers in the business, we have been trained, we have done several programs, but we have never seen a program like that one which is offered by SYIB. Therefore, we call upon other entrepreneurs to join together so that we join with Elimu Hub so that everybody is trained as an entrepreneur in the North Rift. And we also take this opportunity to thank our principal, Mr. Charles Koech, who gave us the opportunity to train. We also thank the KCB Foundation and Elimu Hub. Such partnership will take us to places. Thank you very much.
My name is Bruno Lemashon, a certified SYB trainer, having being trained in the last 4 years and implemented the SYB program for over 4 years. In my journey with the growth of SYB, after being trained, I was able to deliver the training to several MSMEs. But point to note is that I had already started entrepreneurship training for the last 4 years. After the training, I realized that whatever training that I was doing was quite different. And incorporating the ILO SYB training, the impact moved up almost 60%. For every entrepreneur that I trained, whether in GOIB, 60% were able to start their businesses. For those I trained under the SYB, 80% were able to start sustainable businesses. And therefore, we started this journey with the Elimu Masters in order to empower other institutions to uptake this particular training model, to incorporate it in their institutions so that we can have impactful entrepreneurship training. So Elimu Masters Hub is a consortium of SYB trainers and master trainers that have come together to be able to deliver projects across the country. We do project proposal, we do consultancies, we do capacity building of institutions, and we also take up the project management. For instance, we're working with Eldoret Polytechnic. We're able to put together the proposal to KCB, and now we'll be working hand in hand with them to deliver the project, which is targeting to empower over 1,000 MSMEs through bootcamp training of 10 hours and 20 hours of mentorship. We regard that mentorship on the training aspect is key, especially in developing the capacities of these MSMEs. Traditionally, MSMEs have been trained in class, then they are released to go and do their businesses. But with this concept, we train them and then we follow up them with mentorship for over 3 months to ensure that they implement whatever they're able to learn in class, work with them on a one-on-one basis, because most of these MSMEs have different unique individual problems that need to be addressed separately. So with the KCB Foundation, we are going to be able to work with these MSMEs, committing 20 hours of individual mentorship with these MSMEs for them to be able to move through the next stage using business development services. For the KCB project, we are working with Eldoret National Polytechnic in regard to the Great Rift Valley, empowering MSMEs in the Rift Valley. We know that KCB is engaged with other institutions in other regions, because we look at when it comes to empowering MSMEs, we need people who understand the local environment and the local setup of the MSMEs. So Eldoret National Polytechnic, having been in the limelight of developing technical skills in Eldoret and in the Rift, they quite understand the ecosystem, they understand these participants, and they're quite able to deliver this particular program in the required manner.
I'm Chris Wasike, a master trainer of Start and Improve Your Business ILO, we are here for the program of the SYB training. Normally, this is one of the programs that has like over 40 years and are currently being implemented in over 130 countries. The program has a standard, and it's a program that is geared towards supporting both potential entrepreneurs and existing entrepreneurs. In that, you find when we are looking into, for example, developing the economy, ILO has these developed materials which are developed by experts, and currently you find when someone wants to start, for example, a business, they have different ideas. They can utilize a package that is called a generator business idea. Then we have anyone who has maybe a skill, for example, like a TVETs. They already have a technical skill, so they can be able to utilize the Start and Improve Your Business, so that they can be able to develop start your business, so that they can be able to develop a business plan in that they can seek for financing. Also, we have one of the modules there, which is Improve Your Business, looking into capacity building entrepreneurs or MSMEs who already have existing businesses, in which one of the unique aspects of this model is the trainings not just offered to all the entrepreneurs or the people who have businesses. There is a training need analysis that you need to take them through a TNA, so that you can be able to offer them a solution. One of the aspects that the government can also be able to take up, for example, they have done it, but they can be able to enhance. For example, in Plug Mtaani, they did it. The SYB program is one of the programs that kind of gives a solution. It catalyzes. And materials are there, trainers are there in the whole country. The TVET system, for example, the case study of Vietnam and Sri Lanka, China, they have adapted this model into their TVET system. And you find now kind of applying into this program into Eldoret Polytechnic, which will now be also, apart from the project they are working on, it's a sustainability model for them, in that they can be able to utilize the modules as, because the trainers now will, the facilitator or the instructors will be SYB trainers to capacity build those youth or the students who have already gained the technical skill. So it's one of the aspects that actually the education system in Kenya needs to closely work with ILO and also master trainers who are in Kenya and all the trainers with the network to kind of adapt this kind of aspect, in that we can be able to actually have the skills and the technical skills that can be there can be translated into enterprises, so that instead of the students who have gone through the system, the technical system, instead of them looking for the job, they will be creating jobs. Because at the moment, if you find you have developed, for example, an entrepreneur who has a good enterprise, they can be able to employ several youth or several employees, rather than maybe just focusing on only employment. So this is a model that the education system in Kenya can be able to utilize, and ILO, the good thing is it has the material already that are already developed. So it's only that, aligning these into the TVET system, and also with this one, we can be able to produce even various ideas. For example, China, you find in Kenya, sometimes some of the things that are being imported, for example, like a toothpick. These are some of the ideas when you go through the generate your business idea. We can be able to have as many ideas as possible, so that, we can be able to also solve some of the challenges in the community. So, me is just to emphasize that the program can be enhanced and can be adapted by various actors. Looking into, for example, the KCB Foundation, which is looking forward to capacity build 25,000 entrepreneurs. This model is being utilized, and the good thing with the model, actually, the material, even the language and all that, it's very simple. It has a case study, it has actions, it has activities that when you are training this module, it's very simple for any literate person to go through and actually come up with the result. And every module has the result at the end. For example, when you are taking these entrepreneurs through generator business idea, the main aspect or the end goal is just to have one feasible business idea, which thereafter they can go through the Start and Improve Your Business, which has a one also action at the end to have a bankable business idea. The Improve Your Business idea has also objective in that, it's there to help, the material there to help these MSMEs in terms of reducing the cost, minimizing the cost and maximizing maximizing the sales so that they can be able to have they can be able to have a better profits, as well as putting the management system in place. As the trainers go into the TOT, normally a TOT takes 10 days, which helps in these entrepreneurs in terms of understanding the content. And also one of the approach that we utilize here, we have the different training methodologies using the learning pyramid. For example, they are developed also how to use some of the methodologies that will be able to actually help them deliver the program in a good way. They also have micro session to help them in terms of presentation, as well as feedback is given to the trainers to develop them. We also have some of the aspects like assignments and all that. Then after the 10 days, the trainers are supposed to go through the training cycle of SYB, whereby they are going to organize what we call TOE, training of entrepreneurs. That one helps them in terms of understanding the model with hand-holding. One of the unique aspects also that this program has is the follow-up, because you don't just train these entrepreneurs and leave them. Any program you do, you must have a follow-up. So follow-up, this one encompasses, the mentorship and coaching, and holding these entrepreneurs to ensure that whatever they went through the training, whatever the gaps that have been identified in the business, you are able actually to at least help them in terms of resolving. Also, the linkages is there. So while you are following up on these entrepreneurs, the linkages is there so that you can also be able to respond to various needs. For example, an entrepreneur does not only require only the needs, not only require the skills. They also have other different needs. For example, the finance aspect, the legal aspect, maybe if you are going to link them to the market. So we have these different needs that these trainers now are capacity build to ensure that they can be able to do a wholesome approach in that from marketing. They can be able to train these entrepreneurs as well, look into the linkages. Other aspect is, there is a monitoring and evaluation system with readily available tools from ILO. And the good thing with this program, actually, whatever happens here, whatever happens to Africa or Kenya, maybe Uganda and other countries, the same, because materials are standardized. So this is one of the programs that, financial institutions have utilized. The government also have utilized in some part, like Plug Mtaani program. KCB is utilizing it. NGOs are utilizing it. So if you have any other organization that are looking into capacity building MSMEs, this is the model that you can be able to partake. As well, look into capacity building of, if you have trainers, you want to capacity build them, we are here, we can be able to support you. We have a pool of master trainers, of trainers across the country that we can be able to give this a solution.